Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still here at the SpiceWorks 2018 conference known as SpiceWorld in Austin, Texas. We're starting to wrap it up, and I wanted to touch base with my friends at KnowBe4, and that goes back. There's the context, I painted the picture before, but that goes back well over 20 years with Stu Sjouwerman, who was sort of the Win2K newsletter guru and had several 100,000 readers, if not more, on his Win2K newsletter before it was fashionable to have large lists. And he is always very kind in promoting our small business server community, so we've had a good relationship. And so why don't we start out with introduce yourself, Eric, and then maybe what your role is, and for people who don't know, what is KnowBe4, and then let's talk what's news.
Absolutely, yeah. My name is Erick Kron. I'm the security awareness advocate here at KnowBe4. We do security awareness training in a simulated phishing platform. You know, the idea is to help the users be able to have a little bit better behavior, spot phishing attacks, and then we give them some tests that allow them to, put that practice, the training into practice. Really.
And you all have, for the purposes of my audience, you have a channel partner program, right? So maybe if you could just, I know it's not necessarily your area, but maybe if you could speak to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I do a lot of talks supporting our channel partners as well. So I go to a lot of their events, things like that. Talk about the problem of social engineering, how to make programs work most efficiently, those sorts of things. So yeah, we have a very big partner program. We love our partners. Our partners seem to love us. So that's a pretty good thing to have going on there.
Yeah, and ironically, as you and I are talking in a couple rooms over, is Frank Abagnale, who probably invented social engineering before it's fashionable, followed by Mitnick. And I know you have a relationship with Kevin Mitnick in your business enterprise. So what's news? What do you have to share with us this week?
Yeah, what's really exciting for us, we just launched something that's been in beta for a little while here. It's called the VRO, or Virtual Risk Officer.
Okay.
It's a whole new way of looking at your users' behaviors, when their training was, and help identify those users now that are going to be at risk for causing your problems, clicking on links, things like that. What's really cool about it is we can not only see it from the individual side, but you can also group it together by teams, different groups like that, and see which groups may have the highest risk coming up. So you know who to focus on when it comes to training the people in there. We used AI to look at a lot of this behavior that's been going on with these individuals. I think it was about 4 years worth of behavior.
Yep.
And we've done a really good job of being able to identify who your next clickers are going to be. So then you can focus on it. It's something that nobody's done before. Nobody else in our area is doing. So I'm pretty excited about it, because the more information you can give people, the better you can defend against the threats.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going over to your press releases. And again, it may not be your department, but I believe I saw recently that you did a big round of funding, and I don't know if you can speak to that. I believe it was within the last year. Again, maybe above your pay grade, and I'll go to Stu.
I know a little bit about it.
Okay.
Goldman Sachs, we did some funding with them.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. It just kind of shows, that we're definitely we're here to stay. If Goldman Sachs wants to invest some money in us, obviously we're here and we have something pretty serious to do.
Yeah, exactly. And where, what other shows are you aware of that you'll be in Q4 in 2018, where people could maybe come up to the booth and learn more about you?
Honestly, I'm not aware of our future going things. I personally speak at a lot of different conferences.
Yeah.
So I'm at a lot of those events, a lot of different channel events as well. But typically, you'll find us at the big ones. RSA, Black Hat, all of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, here we have an events page, and I can help answer my own question. But here you are at SpiceWorld. There's a conference in Germany. You're everywhere. Look at this. Gartner Symposium down in Orlando mid-month. So the question, more importantly, is which one are you not at?
That seems to be the trend lately.
So, well, I'll tell you, I just wanted to catch a few minutes and be able to share with our readers an update from our friends at Know Before. So, Eric, I'm going to shake your hand, even though we can't see it on the podcast. But thank you for your time.
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
All righty.